My name is Nathaniel Hill. I'm a senior here at Duke. I'm a theater studies major with a markets and management certificate, and I'm the first student at Duke to do a distinction project in theater studies in theatrical producing. So today we're here at the first rehearsal for Ragtime, which is my senior distinction project. I'm producing Ragtime, but I'm only one of 120 people involved in the show. There are 3 departments, the departments of theater, dance, and music, Hoof and Horn, which is Duke's entirely student-run musical theater organization, the oldest one in the South. There's the Duke Chamber Players, which is the orchestra, and the Office of the Vice Provost for the Arts. Those are all coming together presenting Ragtime. We have a cast of 41, including 5 children, and Ragtime is, as you can see, we're here today. We're blocking the opening number, which is the only number in which everyone is on stage in a huge tableau together, and it's a really exciting day to be here in Page Auditorium looking at that. What happened was I came to Duke having no idea what I wanted to do. One of the reasons I chose Duke was that I figured no matter what I ended up deciding to do, we have pretty good everything here. And what I found was that I knew that I really loved theater, and I got involved in theater the first week I was at Duke, but I knew that acting wasn't for me in terms of a professional career, and business probably was. But then I thought, why do the business of something I don't like? I should do the business of something I do like, so I'm going to learn how to be a theatrical producer. Freshman year, I took this really to heart and decided to start looking at the programs that Duke offered. There are something like 36 Duke In programs, which mean Duke has this very small satellite campus in that city around the world, and one of them is in New York City. So sophomore year, I did Duke in New York, which is an arts and media focus, and I interned for a Broadway producer there in New York. That Jeff, the professor you see directing Ragtime right now, he was my professor doing Duke in New York. He set me up with that Broadway internship with a former Duke professor, who is a Broadway producer. And so I worked on the Broadway revival of Ragtime, which is coincidentally the show that we're doing now. And that was just a really incredible semester. With the Duke program, I got to be right in the city, working on an incredible internship, studying at NYU, and then also studying with Duke professors and Duke students in the Duke and New York classes. And I just fell in love. I said, this is for me. And in 1 year I went from not having any clue what I wanted to do to being pretty sure. And then, so I decided to combine theater studies with markets and management. Markets and management is sort of like a pre-business program. Instead of being economics-based, it's more sociology and management studies-based. And obviously those are 2 very disparate, and sometimes people say, oh, I've never heard that combination. But for me it's perfect because they're both really studies of people and the human condition, but they're totally different spectrums, from literature to, okay, I'm running a Fortune 500 company, what is the best way to do this? So I combined the programs, and then I served as president of Hoof and Horn for my junior year. And at the very beginning I said, these 2 groups need to work together, and I want it to be during my term as president. And the department said, well, it's probably not going to be the next year, but we think we can make it happen the year after that. And you're a major, so you should do a distinction project. And a distinction project is basically a thesis. You write a 25-page paper and do a major project. But the options at that point were you could act, you could write a play, you could direct a play, or you could do one in dramaturgy. And I didn't want to do any of those. So they said, you should be our first distinction project in producing. And I said, all right, let's do it.
The skies were blue and hazy, bearing a storm, bearing a chill.